Do you keep finding shiny slug trails across your patio and you're just tired of fighting them? I had the exact same problem year after year. I spent dozens of dollars on chemical powders, sprays and pellets, and almost none of it helped. But then I found something simple that actually works, and today I want to share it with you. In this video, I'll show you a simple trap that costs under $5, and you can build it yourself from things you already have at home. It can cut the number of slugs in your garden by about 90%. And it does all of that without any chemicals that harm helpful insects, pets and birds. I'll say right away that this trap is only part of the job. So stay with me until the end because I'll show you a trick that kills 100% of the slugs before they even hatch. But first, let's quickly talk about why slugs can be dangerous and not just to your plants. They carry a huge amount of bacteria, viruses and especially parasites because part of their diet is rotting matter and dead animals. As they crawl through your garden, they leave behind slime and droppings full of dangerous germs. So if you don't wash your vegetables and greens well, you're putting yourself and your family at risk. So, without dragging it out, here's the trap. It's a really simple setup. First, let's talk about the bait that goes inside. Slugs are drawn to the smell of yeast and fermentation. So for the bait, we'll use the cheapest lager you can find. It works just as well as an expensive one because slugs don't care about citrus notes or a rich flavour. No beer at home? Just take a glass of warm water and add 1 teaspoon of baking yeast and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Let it sit for 15 minutes. You'll get something that attracts slugs just as well as beer, only almost for free. Now let's put the trap together. Take a deep container with smooth, straight walls, at least 15 centimeters deep. A 2-litre bottle works well. The depth is what matters most because the bigger slugs climb right out of a shallow dish. Bury it in a damp, shady spot where slugs like to hide, for example in the bushes next to your bed, the way I did. Leave the rim sticking up about 3 centimeters above the ground. This part is important because if you sink it level with the soil, your trap will drown the ground beetles that eat slugs for you. That little rim keeps your allies alive. Pour in about 10 centimeters of beer deep enough that the slugs go under and don't come back up. Then cover it with a lid like you see in the photo. The lid stops the rain from watering down your beer and keeps out pets, birds and hedgehogs. Set your first traps at dusk because that's when slugs come out of hiding. Use about 1 trap per square meter. It's best to place them along the edges of your beds. If you put one in the middle of your plants, you're just inviting the pests to dinner. Every morning, empty out the drowned slugs and every couple of days top up the beer. That's it. You can also add a little dry yeast and sugar to make the trap smell even stronger. This trap will seriously cut down the number of adult slugs. But here are a few more ways to deal with the ones that never crawl in. Number 1, the lazy trap. Water the ground and lay a wooden board or an upside-down melon rind on that spot overnight. By morning, the slugs will crawl under it to hide from the sun. Scrape them off and get rid of them. Just remember to put on rubber gloves first because these pests carry a lot of nasty diseases, and they can even leave a burn on your hand. Number 2, if you still want to fight them with chemicals, stay away from metaldehyde. It's the reason so many pets end up at the emergency vet. 1 teaspoon can kill a small dog, and there is no antidote. Use iron phosphate instead. You'll find it in products like Sluggo or Pheromol. University trials show it works about as well, and it's safe around pets and wildlife. It's very easy to use. Wait for the evening when the soil is damp and the slugs come out to feed and scatter the pellets thinly over the soil around the plants you want to protect. A slug eats a few pellets and dies a couple of days later somewhere out of sight. Just repeat this after it rains. Number 3, let someone else do the killing for you. Ground beetles, frogs, toads, hedgehogs and birds all eat slugs and their eggs. To get these helpers to move in, they need a place to hide and raise their young. Pick a small spot in a far corner of your garden and just leave it alone. Build a little pile of logs and stones there and toss in some fallen leaves. Ground beetles, toads and hedgehogs love to settle into a pile like that. Set a bowl of water next to it so the animals can drink and cool off. Now you've got helpers that will protect your garden, and not just from slugs, but from other pests too. Now let's get to the part almost nobody talks about, and that's how to deal with slug eggs. Right now, in your compost pile, under your pots, in the top inch of your soil, there are little clusters of pearly white eggs. A single slug lays a few hundred of them in its life. And the batch laid in autumn sits there all winter and hatches into an army in the spring. Can you kill them? Not all of them, because there are too many and they're well hidden. But you can bring their numbers way down. Slug eggs die when they dry out, and that's exactly the weakness I use against them. Remove the damp boards and piles of leaves they hide under and dig over the problem beds. That brings the eggs up into the sun, the wind, and out where the birds can see them. Just don't dig over your whole garden, because that also kills the ground beetles that eat the eggs for you. Turn over the spots where you've seen a lot of slugs and leave the rest alone. Once you do these simple things, you'll notice pretty quickly that there are far fewer slugs in your garden. That's how it went for me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. We're just getting started on YouTube, and it would really help us out. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.